What's going on, guys and gals, and welcome to Good Real Hunting, where we hunt for the good reels, so you don't have to. It's your boy Brad. The Bretman's right over there. The Batman's coming out this March, and they just posted a new picture of the Riddler played by Paul Dano here, and it got me looking a little bit into this character, and I got really excited, Brett. And man, Bretman, I'm going to show you some stuff that's really cool, I think, and I'm going to show the people, and I think it's going to excite us all about the Batman a lot more. If we weren't already anticipating it enough, there's plenty of reasons to look forward to it, but I think now the Riddler might be my favorite part about it, Dad.
Well, riddle me this, riddle me that. Who is afraid of the big bad bat?
Yes, that's the way the Riddler used to be when he looked like this guy, Jim Carrey with freaking red hair. That's not the direction we're going anymore, okay? We're doing something different these days, and I'm really excited about it. We're going to put this guy back. He's going to go this way, and we're going to move forward with the character, which is a character. To me, it's always been a really interesting villain for the Batman, but it's one that I don't think I've really been ever too excited about outside of what they did in the video games, the Arkham games, the trilogy. I thought he did, he was good there, Brett Ned. But let me, so if y'all don't know, Paul Dano's got the guy that's going to be portraying the Riddler, this guy right here, little creepy looking already. But he was in the Prisoners movie, I believe, is what I remember him from. And, he's a good actor. I think he's going to do really good things. So I think the casting's right. I think what they're going to do here is they're kind of taking this character into the horror direction. So that's what's got me excited. And I think he is the right person to do it, Brett Ned.
Yeah, he definitely looks the part too. And if you can look the part, that just already gives me like confidence that he's going to nail the role as the Riddler.
Well, let's take a look at this tweet right here. This came out just a couple days ago, maybe even yesterday. Actually, probably by the time this comes out, it's been a couple days. But so this is the new image they released of the Riddler. Now, Brett, man, this is not what you're used to, my friend. But look, just take a gander at this real quick. This guy right here is this is the Riddler. This is your boy. This is official.
Huh.
And it's a very grounded look at the character. And obviously, so this is actually from. So I like obviously like here. I like the groundedness of this. It's creepy, and just keep this in your head for a minute. I know Matt Reeves in interviews has said he's taking inspiration from the Zodiac Killer as his inspiration for the character of the Riddler. So that's what got that's one thing that has me excited. I'm going to show you some things here in a minute. This other image here is from, I think it's from one of the trailers. And it's just like, this just looks like a super dark version of the Riddler here, man, just from these two images. What do you think so far? What do you think about the look?
Okay, the look looks absolutely fantastic. It looks different. It's unique. You're right. We are going in a totally different direction. Even though the one thing I really can't get out of my head right now is if you replace the mask and put a Rob Zombie Halloween mask on it, it's pretty much the Rob Zombie Michael Myers look.
You know what? You might be onto something there. But you know what? Yeah, I like the look of it. It's definitely different. It's definitely we already knew this movie's going to have a darker tone to it. But let's go back to the official image here. You see the question mark there with the little symbols around it. Just he's got the like freaking latex gloves on, like very just kind of a clean but gritty look here.
All we gotta give him is a kitchen knife.
Yes, exactly. It could work. But there's nothing too sensational about this. Now, I told you he's modeled after the Zodiac Killer, which if you're not familiar with the guy, he's obviously he's an infamous murderer, a serial killer from the 1968 in Northern California. He killed 5 people confirmed, probably more, and he was never caught. So already I love that inspiration for the character of the Riddler. So this is where we get into the horror category here. Now in 1969 of September, there was a attack on a couple of people, I think in a park. Now this dude was dark as shit, dude. He would capture people in a park. He would tie them up with rope or tape or whatever, and then he would stab the shit out of them. Like he once got into a fucking taxi cab and shot the driver just randomly. Crazy stuff. So in 1969, they had a sketch artist complete this image here, which obviously looks a lot to be like the Riddler based on that inspiration that we learned from.
I can easily see that.
You got the symbol on the chest, you got the little the helmet on and everything like that. I can dig it as the inspiration, man. I can dig it.
Yeah, and it's really cool. Taking real life and turning it into something cinematic, and not just cinematic. Like I really feel like Matt Reeves is creating a Batman world that's really kind of like close to realistic as you can. So this is actually just really cool, just to seeing a little bit of the backstory behind Matt Reeves's version of the Riddler.
Absolutely. And not only like I don't know to what extent the inspiration is going to flow from, but I'm really excited to hear about this. Here's another image of the killer here, just based off of sketches and things like that. You know, kind of the same look. The Zodiac Killer. It's creepy stuff, and I think it could really work in Batman, especially when you're talking. When you're using those detective skills of the the best detective of all time, Mr. Batman himself, to go down this dark spiral of investigations. And take a look at this image here, Brett. Man, this is actually from an article I got from Screen Rant. This image here, obviously, the image on the left is an actual letter. So what's awesome about the Zodiac Killer is he would send letters to the police and send riddles essentially to the police, and little things like this on the left. This is something that he sent in with the the code and stuff like that. To the right here, we have an image from the trailer matching. Obviously, this is the Riddler's note to the police, I guess, or to Batman, and in the movie, and he's got these little symbols at the bottom, kind of matching up to the left. So, if we're going to play this game, man, I think there's a lot of potential for a very intriguing, cat and mouse, dark ass storyline here, man.
Dude, and I love a good old classic game of cat chasing a mouse or a mouse chasing a cat. Either way, I love the scenario a lot, just kind of like chasing the killer or chasing the bad guy. And especially if we're going to put the world of Batman in behind that type of story, gets me even more jacked.
Abso-freaking-lutely, man, because this is one what's got me so excited is how dark this movie's gonna be, and this just
Mhm.
looking at all this stuff just makes me think that they may go places that I never thought they would've even gone. Here's a letter from the actual Zodiac Killer talking about how yeah, this is pretty much just a letter he wrote out to the police, and he says, "I'm the murderer of the taxi driver over here by Washington Street," and all this. Uh, you know, if yeah, it's just creepy, and I like this, and I hope they take this kind of stuff and they put it into the character, and it's going to be awesome. Now, this is from the here's a snippet from the article I found on Screen Rant that came out, talking about the kind of the way they could use this in the story. And it says, secondly, the Riddler taunts the police with sadistic killings and various writings that fits the Zodiac's MO. Yes, riddles and coded messages are to be expected when dealing with the Riddler, but the manner in which they are done in this film is darker than anything previously attributed to the character on film. That's very exciting, ladies and gents. The events in the film also seem to create a citywide scare, something that Zodiac did with his brutal killings and messages to the police and media. Zodiac was also infamous for his unbreakable coded messages that supposedly would reveal his true identity. It seems Riddler would be taunting Batman in the exact same way Zodiac taunted the police and the public. How badass does that sound, Brett?
Dude, I've that's exactly what I want the Riddler to do, because, like, again, like in the past and kind of like in the cartoons and all that, the Riddler, it was kind of more like the scene be like a joke, and I feel like that's kind of a crime because I've always been interested into, yeah, exactly like that. Like I despise that Riddler, and I've always wanted a more serious Riddler, a Riddler that can be treated seriously. So when I even heard the announcement of the Riddler being in this movie, and when we got that first trailer and those first couple of clips of the Riddler, my gosh, I was so psyched just because finally we're getting a Riddler that I personally wanted. Want that would instill fear with their riddles. Like it's just a mystery behind the Riddler. That's what I want. And even if we got again, if we're borrowing all this Zodiac stuff, I'd say that's just even double the points right there too, just because taking inspiration of a real life thing that scared people to use it in the world of Batman to scare all the citizens of Gotham. So, dadgummit, fuck yeah.
We're stoked, man. I can't wait for April or March, whatever the time it is. So yeah, I mean, this just got me really excited about it, man. I was just looking into it. I mean, obviously, I do a little bit. They were doing the Penguin as well, and I was kind of looking into the Mr. Cobblepot thing a little bit. But I just, this image came out, and then that made me kind of just start looking down this rabbit hole, and I was like, dude, this has me really pumped and really potential to jump into horror here for the Batman. And man, I'm just excited to see where this thing goes.
Oh yeah, I'm excited for it too because again, like you said, we're getting the Penguin with Colin Farrell, which I hardly even recognize him. So go ahead and give a special effect or a makeup award right then and there to whoever did the design for the Penguin of Colin Farrell, and then of course we're going to get Catwoman too. So, God, what more do you want in a freaking Batman movie? It's dark. You got multiple feelings. You got a cool looking Batman. You got a serious villain. Let's freaking go. It's freaking March the 4th. It cannot get here soon enough.
Let's write it out, man. That's all I got, my friend. I just wanted to kind of get all that out to the people and to you. And I'm done with my rant, man. Unless you got anything else, we can get out of here.
Now, I'm pretty much all set, but I will want to ask our viewers, what did you think about the Riddler and the Zodiac connection? Do you agree with this? And just like you're interested in exactly what Brad just displayed to us? Or do you think it's just a little far fetched and it's just Matt Reeves just being Matt Reeves? Let us know in that comment section down below, and let's get that discussion rolling.
And if you want to help us find the good reels, you can do so by funding us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Snap, no, Letterboxd, freaking Spotify and Apple Podcasts. Those links are for you to find down below.
Absolutely, they are. And be sure to like this video, share, and subscribe. And of course, ring that bell. Ding, ding, ding. So you all know when the next set of videos are up and ready. Or in our instance, we're going to turn on our good reels sign. Kind of like our version of the bat signal.
Oh, yeah. The Bretman signal.
Oh my gosh, we're okay. We're just getting off topic here. So without further ado, we're gonna say goodbye, and we'll see you all later.
All right, man. Peace out. A-Town down.